Well, we've got two NFC juggernauts matching up on Sunday for the NFC Championship game. We have the 3 seed, the Lions, playing at San Francisco against the 49ers, who are the 1 seed. Smasher, what kind of injuries are we looking at for this game?
Yeah, the Lions had Jonah Jackson didn't practice with a knee injury. Sam Laporta didn't practice with a knee injury, and Frank Ragnow didn't practice with an ankle, toe, knee, and back injury. Khalif Raymond didn't practice with a knee injury. They should all play. They should all be fine. The big one for the 49ers is Deebo Samuel, who didn't practice but was running laps and doing some work with the ball on the sidelines of the media practice. And when Kyle Shanahan and Brandon Ayuk were interviewed, they both said that he should be right to play. So it should be a pretty healthy game.
Well, keeping on the same track there, what are the 49ers' keys to victory here, Smasher?
Well, I think the 49ers, although I'm not a big fan of Brock Purdy, I think he's not very good. I think CMC is possibly the best running back we've seen in a very long time. He can do everything. He's really good, and the Niners' offense is just ridiculous. I mean, third most points, fourth most passing yards, third most rushing yards, most touchdowns, most yards per play, only 22nd in turnovers. They're just, and their defense is also pretty good. Like, I mean, you got Nick Bosa. That's kind of all you need. They've got Chase Young. They've got, it's a really good D line. I think that the Niners with, especially CMC, will just be too much for the Lions to handle, because the Lions are also pretty inexperienced. When a lot of the Niners, a decent amount of the Niners players do still have experience from that heartbreaking loss to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So they have got playoff experience.
Well, AJ, Smasher just called the Lions inexperienced. What could they do to win this game?
He's not wrong. The Lions are a very young team, and the real key to the victory for the Lions for this game is for them to do one of the hardest things to do in football, which is shut down CMC and force Brock Purdy to throw the ball.
I honestly don't think it's possible to shut down CMC. It's just a limit.
Dan Campbell and the Lions have to find a way to limit CMC enough to where Brock Purdy is forced to make plays and throw the ball, and the Lions just have to force turnovers. That is the way the Lions are going to win this game, by forcing Brock Purdy to make plays. And then they need Monty and Gibbs to match CMC's production, which is a big ask for even a dual threat backfield. That's still a big ask for them to match CMC.
You kind of got to think, like, CMC's kind of got Gibbs receiving and Monty's rushing doubled, packed into one player.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous.
CMC is the ultimate fucking
player. Besides a quarterback, that is a guy you want, because he just does everything.
If the Lions want to win this game, they have to stop CMC, which their run defense is good, but then again, it doesn't really matter how good your run defense is because you're playing Christian McCaffrey, and they can also run it with Debo if they want to, or Eli Mitchell. They can run it all over the place. The way they're going to win this game is if they get lucky and Brock Purdy has a stinker. That's the only way they're going to win this game, is if they get lucky and Brock Purdy doesn't play well. Because their corners cannot cover Ayuk and Debo. They will be open. Kittle will be open. Debo will be open. It's going to come down to if Brock Purdy can throw the ball.
Who are the Lions' corners? So I know their safeties are pretty good, but I know their corners aren't great. The safeties are pretty good.
It's just Brian Branch.
And Kirby Joseph. Kirby Joseph is pretty good.
Kirby Joseph is awful. He gets cooked every play.
I do think that, their corners are quite... leaves a lot to be desired.
It's just C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and he's not even playing that well this year.
And, they've got another corner. They've got Jerry Jacobs. He's out. Well, he's out as well, which is going to hurt them even more. Another one of their linebackers, Alex Anzalone, who had a pretty good game the last couple. He's also questionable, probably won't play. They're going to be battered up on defense against one of the best offensive teams we've seen.
As I said, they just have to get lucky. Brock Purdy has to be off. He has to have a bad day.
I mean,
We've
I
seen
think if he
can do it.
if he plays like he did against the Packers, I think the Lions could easily capitalize and put up more points than the Packers did.
Well, yeah,
And
the Lions will score
no one is gonna
38
lose
points if Brock Purdy plays like that again.
Like I think if Brock Purdy throws 2 picks, the Lions win this easily. 1 pick, I think the Lions still have a chance. But if he has another one of those games where he just feeds CMC, feeds Ayuk, feeds Debo, ends up with 300 yards with 1 touchdown and no picks, game managers like they want him to do, it's going to be an ugly night for the Lions.
And I mean, the Lions could just get unlucky. Brock Purdy had 6 turnover-worthy plays against the Packers and did not turn the ball over 1 time. It was just not the Packers' day. It just wasn't their
Plus,
day.
a Packers missed field goal in there that would have had it tied up, and
It just wasn't their day, man. That's
well,
just
actually,
how
it would have put them ahead by 7. But yeah, it's they need to get luck. They need a
That's
little
just what
bit of
happens
luck,
sometimes.
a little bit of skill, and hope that they can just overcome the Niners.
Yeah.
Well, any last thoughts on that before we get into some final predictions here?
No, I think we're good.
No. All right, AJ, why don't you start us? What do you got? Who do you got winning this game?
I've got the Lions winning this game because I think they're gonna make Brock Purdy make plays.
Okay. Score? You have a score prediction for that?
2 of the best offenses in the league and one of the best defenses in the league. Call it 35-28.
Okay.
I know why, but
Aiden,
I've already
disagree? Agree?
I disagree. The Lions' defense is so bad. Even if they make Brock Purdy make plays, they're gonna be wide open. It's gonna be a throw that Kenny Pickett could make. You know what I mean? Like, Brock Purdy has the easiest job out of any quarterback in the league right now. He doesn't have to do a whole lot. If he throws for 250 and 2 touchdowns, with most of it being Kittle taking a screen 70 yards, they win because that's all he has to do. He's not a special talent. He doesn't do anything that well. He just throws to open receivers when they're open, and they're gonna be open against this horrific Lions secondary, who let a rookie drop 181 yards and a touchdown. They let CD go for 200 yards, and Ayuk is just as good as both those players.
No, but instantly 2 scores come to my mind. Both are. First of all, I think the Niners are going to win this because they're just too good. CMC's amazing, Kittle's amazing, Ayuk's amazing, Debo's amazing, and really the Lions have what? Gibbs is all right, Monty's all right, Amon Ra's really good, but besides that, they've got a banged up Sam Laporta. I'm going. I still think it'll be a close game. I've got either 35-28 or 31-28. I think Lions 28 and then Niners and somewhere in the 30s.
Yeah, I think the Lions will score just because Jared Goff is fantastic if you give him a clean pocket and you just let him throw the
Which
ball.
he should get. I
He's
mean,
great.
their O-line is very good.
With that offensive line, Chase Young's a fraud. Everybody knows Chase Young's a fraud now. Everybody can tell.
Commander legend.
He was always a fraud.
And
the Commanders
also,
tricked everybody thinking he was worth anything.
Nick Bosa's not going to do anything because the quarterback's white. So
that's real. 0 sacks confirmed for Nick Bosa.
He's not going to get any sacks. So yeah, I think they keep the pocket clean. Goff cooks, but Brock Purdy gets bailed out by his weapons again.
Average Brock Purdy game.
Yeah, I gotta agree with the majority here. The 49ers' weapons are much better, and their defense is much better than the Lions. You know, I don't see a way the Lions could win unless Brock Purdy does have a shitter, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I have the 49ers winning. I'll go 38-35. I think they win off a field goal.
That was another. I don't know. That came to my head as well. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that
anyone
wraps us up. I mean, anyone got any final thoughts?
Nope.
All right, James, send us out.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, check out our video for the Chiefs Ravens game, and check out our social medias in the description for more. And thank you for watching.